Hello, my people. How are you? Welcome to Football Mede Podcast right here. And of course, my name is Jovita Eke. If you call me the sexy Joe, I get the guys from inside studio. And of course, as usual, we don't come to make sure, say, we discuss trending topics, especially as season goes soon end. So, but then I get Emmanuel, I get Onokala.
Sexy, you look good.
Oh, Happy New Month, everybody. Happy New Month.
I like your hair.
Thank you. All right, happy new month, Emmanuel. And of course, make we get down to business without further ado. And of course, our first Yanni point this time around now, Arsenal. Only yesterday, they beat Chelsea 3-1. But before that time, we see how they get some kind of results where we say, come be like, say, it won't cause problem for them now. Drew against Liverpool, drew against West Ham, drew against Southampton, and Man City come beat them. But then, a lot of people don't come out to talk, say, be like, say, Arsenal, they lack in brute force. But against Chelsea, be like, say, they don't show small agbakara, small ginger. But then, as far as they concerned, this Arsenal side, una see even the tiniest bit of chance say they fit still Colobi this title. Make I start with Buchi.
Sexy, why? This is the first time ever they start with me and they call me Arsenal. I've been honest. No way possible would be say you go let True go sleep against Liverpool, against West Ham, against Southampton, and you take yourself serious about winning the league. You play your penalty and start throwing. Chance day, football, anything can happen. But to get your future in your own hands, and you throw them away, and now you can't come back and say chance day. I know City, there be landlord, caretaker, tenant. Once they are on top, it's hard to bring them down. And they get the experience in terms of players, they get the experience in terms of coaches, and they don't get plenty fans. City fans right now get the highest attendance of fans coming to stadium in the league. It means most of United fans don't they come City, as most of Arsenal fans go Chelsea. Because why? Beautiful football. So I don't believe, say Arsenal go fit win the league. No. I think City go win the league because right now they get the momentum, they get the players, they get the confidence. And sexy, I won't cry. I was mentally unstable. And I go. I nearly Arsenal messed me up. Let me take you back. What year was it? Was it 2000 and something when Arsenal lost that FA Cup final, that Carling Cup final against Birmingham City? That was the first time I cried for football.
I remember Bafemi scored
sexy in my life. Though I don't womanize you, I never cried for woman before.
Oh no!
But I cried for Arsenal.
No cry.
I cried for Arsenal. I was sad. Sexy was 24 hours. I didn't touch my phone.
Chai.
I was mentally disabled.
Oh.
Mentally unnecessary.
Wow.
So I think what Arsenal are doing to their fans is not fair. But the good thing about them is, at the start of the season, nobody expected Arsenal to fight for the league. Everybody wanted Arsenal to call champions, and Arsenal fight for the league. They gave us hope, and they take the hope back. But the good thing, they get chance to do more from this. But this season, second is good enough. League, Man City.
But then, Emmanuel, what do you go feel say make Arsenal just all of a sudden lose focus, begin they draw games, begin they struggle for games, then they draw some games when they don't get business to draw, then begin they lose that focus. I mean, what do you feel say cause them? Because everybody gets high hopes, high expectations as far as this particular season they concerned, and at the end of the day, can't be like Man City and I can't get the advantage.
Well, that's simple. What it cause them, we say one experience. Their coach no did that experience enough compared to Man City coach to start with. Then the quality of the squad depth. Arsenal no get and reach Man City. And for the very first time in a long while, some of these players now they play at the very peak of their commitment to their club, Arsenal. So they put everything. And I'm not going to talk, say, because they draw 3 straight games, can lose to Man City, 9B dating. If you, to me, I still feel say Arsenal get chance, because if you look if you look in the past of the games Arsenal don't play, you understand, it gets some officiating errors where even the English referees don't cause them to. If, for instance, those ones add to, and they draw these 3 games that they draw, a lot of people they look at like saying they lose. No, because they expect them to pick at least 6 points from those 3 games. You understand? So I don't really feel say the reason where they draw this point, I feel say one, like majorly I talk now, the experience of the man in charge, the coach, and the fact say these particular players, this particular set of players, they're not matured enough to handle winning games and still on top of the
Meaning
league
say they
table.
don't get that winning mentality.
Nobody say they no get
don't get
when it
title
needed, when they're not they used to when it matters most.
Yeah.
They're going to drop. You understand? So I
All
just
right, all right. Before I go to Arsenal's next games and of course City's next games, make I just ask Buchi as far as today concerned. We'll just talk about Chelsea briefly. What do you feel say be the problem with this? Because Frank Lampard don't come out to talk say Chelsea needs stability, and of course he used himself as an example. Say even when in there for inside Chelsea as a player, then still they change coaches, but then a whole lot of difference there. What be the problem with this club?
The problem right now with Chelsea, they get plenty
They
problems.
don't change four coaches
But
and
the-
still counting.
The main problem right now with Chelsea is ownership. That's the main problem. And you mentioned the old owner. What you know Abramovich will be saying, you need to take nonsense. You do nonsense as a coach, and player get power. He go sack you, bring and the other coach go do it. Don't do it, sack you. So the pressure was too much at Chelsea, but now it's different. You get owners who know sabi the ABC about football. When I give up on those owners, here's they spend 150 million
600
big
million
money.
and still counting.
When I gave up on them was when they reappoint Frank Lampard. Now why I don't say it's over. Over in the
and
sense
since he
that
come back, he never win one single game.
you know, as a club, say our season is over. The first way to enter your mind as a club is say, okay, let's start the rebuilding process now. Starting in the way of let's get a permanent manager in now at the middle of the season. We go come in, we go experiment, we go get time to know his squad, know inside, know everything for the club, and start the process. Then from next season, we try to win big. But no, Mbambamba, you go back to go bring back Frank Lampard. Interim basis. The anointing about him, say, you get Luis Enrique, when leave Spain. That guy travel from Spain, come England, say, want to do interview. You said no. Julian Nagelsmann, saying talk to Chelsea, the way they talk, they want yes man. Mbamba, and you want to go back to Pochettino, another yes man. So the problem right now the owners mess up. I got Frank Lampard talk with sweet me for the match leading to the Arsenal match. When they asked him about João Felix, he talk say, if you ask João Felix where in the play, Felix don't even know where in the play. Say him they look for top 9. Chelsea they buy a lot of players we don't know their main positions. Kai Havertz, he be top 9 winger, we don't even know. João Felix, Mikhailo Mudryk, all these players they are confused. They are good players, but they need good coaching. Then now you need to bring good coaches to come in. So the owners, they make big mistakes at Chelsea. When Abramovich and Marina Grakanova, what her name be, when those two people left
Granovskaya.
Chelsea, one of the most powerful women in football, when they left Chelsea, now where the problem still start. Chelsea need their owners still there, but be like the Arsenal owners Stan Kroenke appoint those that knows how to run football. And those day USA they relax, enjoy your money, go beach, carry girls, enjoy. But appoint those that know how to run the club, like Arsenal is doing. Bring back Edu, bring Attah, get the Indian guy on top, and them just chill. And the son of Stan Kroenke, Josh Kroenke.
Thank you so
I don't
much.
care about
Buchi.
Chelsea, I
But
use
make
this.
I ask Emmanuel, a lot of, according to Tori wey dey on ground, still on this Chelsea matter, before we go Arsenal fixtures, it gets Tori wey come out some time ago, that was about 2-3 days ago, say some of these players wey Chelsea buy, wey sign long-time contracts, don't they regret this thing wey dem sign?
8 years.
If you be a player, which contract or like how many years or how many months contract fee say as a player, especially young player wey be say tomorrow your value fit rise, tomorrow you fit be Erling Brut Haaland. How many years contract you feel say this young player suppose dey sign?
maybe a maximum of 4 years, because football, you not going to need to just stay for one club for a very long time. If you sign maximum 4 years is enough. For the case of Chelsea, I no reason say these players go. They don't. I no really think they don't see the future of Chelsea go be like this. They're facing as something they go day temper.
But why
You
sign a
understand?
contract of 8 years? A young player, 22 years
but-
old,
but-
19 years old.
I
But
can
the
answer
thing,
that
the money, the weekly wages they take home, they're very inviting. And the city, London, town where get prospect for you as a footballer. And again, Chelsea, aside the club, Chelsea na team where they not, if not for now, they don't really look in the past. They don't really get bad record. They don't win Champions League. They don't do very well for European competitions, and they don't even do well for even the domestic league.
So you go advise
So
a
you go
young
feel say,
player
I
of
don't advise
19,
them, but
20 years to
they
sign
don't know say they
4 years
they don't know
contract?
say situation will be like this. That's why they put in. They feel so maybe that Chelsea of 2011, 2012.
Auntie, when you they get all these very smart question, ask smart person like me. He cannot relate. Ask smart person like me.
You won't give me correct answer.
You know, if nonsense answer I won't give you. The reason why a player's
answer no go ever make
contract
sense.
they already did much. It depends on the money where then they come. If a club spend close to like £100 million, £80 million for your head, you have to stay long. That's the way it has been for a long time. Good example. Enzo Fernandez came for £100 million.
107.
So the word
You
I
have to
use.
sign 6-5 years.
So the word I use your personal
give you
terms.
4 years.
What if
They don't give you that 4 years because they won't get resale value. Because if you stay for 3 years, you still get 3 more years, so they can still sell you. And that good
Now,
example.
so Barcelona buy Felipe Coutinho.
Because
And
now
of
big
course,
money.
we don't see how
No,
everything
£100 million
pan out.
they sign now. You have to sign for long. If you come for like £20 million,
He even play
£10
which 1 year? They
million
said I'm on loan.
resale value. That's the essence. Resale value because they invest so much on you. I can't put so much money
Why
on you.
invest so much money on a player where you not even sure say go give you better 1 season?
At that time, Coutinho was balling at Liverpool. At that time, he valued there high. When Arsenal signed Pepe from Lille, Pepe was balling. Highest goal scorer in the league.
72 million pounds, and now we don't at least bring
He
it
signed
up.
a
We don't see
7-year
forward
contract at
here.
Arsenal. 7 years at Arsenal.
That guy no last 2 seasons for
And
Arsenal.
out of that 7 years, how regular has it
Sexy,
been?
you need to understand me. When a young player is balling and they sign you for big money, the club has to keep you for long to get their own resale value. I can't spend 100 million on your head and give you 4 years contract. It makes no sense. Everybody knows it has to be 6 or 7 years because I spend too much money. If I sign you for 20M, 10M, then I can give you a 4 years contract.
Laba.
The
The
money
question is that
spent
if you
on
spend
you-
70 and above millions on such player,
You have to
if-
give them a
how are
long-term
you sure that
contract.
player
So,
is going to give you
if the
that
player-
value you need?
That is the reason why if I give you 7 years contract
I don't
and you
understand.
not gonna do well,
So
if I
you-
want to say you,
would
I
you-
get leverage.
So you, because of Pogri, you go advise young promising players to sign that kind of long time
I
deal.
get leverage in terms. Listen, in case you want.
What if you want sell the player, no can sell and reach
But
like that
I can't
again?
invest. But I can still collect something for
You
your
go
head.
keep the player for
I
bench.
can
Say,
still
well,
collect something for your head. But it's business. Business is not entertainment. This is money they are talking
you know,
about.
a lot of clubs don't get plenty losses because of this same
It
situation.
depends. It depends on who you are. But you need, as a businessman, you need to keep this player to know. Say I get leverage.
The truth is
because
this.
I'm spending
The
on
truth
you.
is
It's
this.
leverage.
Jovita.
See, Enzo Fernandez. How many years ago? Just not be 8
There are
years.
few players in the world
£100 million.
that can add value to your team or to the club. There are very few of them.
Is it
In
not
our
better
time-
for you to sign a
Wait
player
now,
like Alan Butal and
wait
51
now.
million?
It's
Finish.
business.
And
Wait.
see what he's doing for City?
Now,
Under 2 3 years, you allow him go.
Exactly.
You understand?
There's nobody in this life that.
And there's every possibility
Chelsea-
Madrid might come for him anytime.
That Man City signed Haaland for £51 million. They lied to us. They are scamming something. It's never possible. It's a lie. It's the
Are you the financial director?
It's the biggest lie.
Are you the
51. That's a lie. That's on paper.
Are you the
All
financial
right,
director?
no be
Are
sponsor
you
team.
the financial
Now, make we
director?
sharply
You never money, you
look
never
at, make we come small from that one. We concern Chelsea. Look at Arsenal's next fixtures as far as the Premier League is concerned. Like play, everything done they come to an end by May 28th. Everybody go know who carry the league and who go cry, go relegation and all that. And of course, Arsenal just get 4 more games to go. Away to Newcastle, home to Brighton, away to Nottingham Forest, and of course, home to Wolverhampton Wanderers. So
Who they come from?
them fit Emma go for Emmanuel.
No
Them
interested.
fit get the whole 3 points. That is 12 points from this game.
Arsenal
games.
don't pass. Arsenal don't. There's what it goes to the call shadows of death. The rough path. Arsenal don't pass that rough path. These 4 games, I tell you here, I'm not be Laba, they talk
12
anyhow.
points,
You
you go
understand?
get 'em.
I give you my word. Arsenal go pick all the 12 points. They'll see. Their winning don't start, and it started yesterday. 3-1 win home against Chelsea. They go beat Newcastle at St James Park. Brighton, they'll have a bright day ahead of them against
Wow.
Brighton.
Okay.
They go beat Nottingham Forest. They go beat Wolves neatly.
12
Now,
points.
the question is not Arsenal winning the 4 games. You understand? Today, Arsenal they top the table with 2 points
points,
ahead
yeah.
of Man City.
Man City
They
get to
prove
outstanding.
now. Man City get to outstanding in the count and we never play them. You know, they no go call You no go passive aroma for your
my
neighbor.
mama say get ready for everything.
So you no go count 2 games whenever play say you don't win. You understand?
Yeah.
Remember, Man City will be distracted. The day
they distract
yeah, the day FA Cup finals, the day
Na the
Champions
same
League.
distraction they take Peterson at 4-1.
They go get Champions League semi-final engagement against Real Madrid. You understand? So for Arsenal, not only the league, and they get one thing in their mind: let's win all our 4 games remaining. You understand? If Man City
Fit drop points.
draw or lose a game, it's all over. Arsenal will win. So there's a chance. You know, go visual right Arsenal off yet. You understand? But the good thing is, Arsenal have a good chance of winning the league. To me,
But then look at Man City remaining fixtures: home to West Ham, home to Leeds United, away to Everton, home to Chelsea, away to Brighton, and of course away to Brentford. And we know, say, a team like this Brentford, or even West Ham, or even Brighton, if we give Man City problems.
Anything fit still happen.
Everything still
For Leeds, we are saying they're close to appointing Sam Allardyce as their new coach, and he could be in first match.
The man who brings club back from
It's
relegation.
possible. Against Everton, very probable. Everton, they fight for their life. Against Chelsea, this one will be match. This one a waste of time. 6-0.
Walk over.
That's not a match. Brentford and Brighton away. These 2 games might count.
Give them trouble.
It depends if at the end of the day, if City drop points for any of these 3 games, maybe we can get like 2 points different towards the end, then anything can happen. These 2 games, they're very important. Brighton and Brentford. Anything where they go these 2 away plays, problem day.
Yeah.
Problem day. So let's just wait. See, the league is not like done and done of Manchester City. But as of now, they get the advantage. They get the experience already.
Exactly, yeah.
That's the key thing. They get the experience and the advantage. So right now, we don't want their hands for them to lose. And we don't say they need to lose them.
All right, no be smart thing. I don't hear it from Buchi and of course Ima. But finally, before we go, just small matter with the on ground talking about Johan Club and of course referee Wahala. Especially this particular referee. Don't get issue with this guy. For their game against Aston Villa, I think in 2020. For the game against Spurs in 2021, if I'm correct. For the game against, in fact, about 4 games where this man that they call Portieni don't officiate, where we say Liverpool they involved. It always get issues with Johan Club. And now, this last game against Spurs, we end 4-3. Johan Club couldn't take it anymore. And of course, they say it assists the man. FA Shukai put, and now they don't charge him. Now, a lot of people don't come and talk, say the way managers, they treat referees no good. Say maybe they put them for, maybe for sideline, or make them they put them where crowd, they make them they sit down there. Any manager where mistreat or talk to referee anyhow, like then they do players as well, make them they give them better punishment if possible, keep them for that sideline to the end of the season. Which kind punishment then fit take so that referees they don't go they insult them like this, they abuse them like this? Which kind radical change, which kind radical measures make them take?
Well, to start with, I never dare in support of English referee for once in terms of officiating. I don't watch leagues in Europe, top leagues in Europe, you understand, for TV. And as they say, English referees, they make a lot of elementary mistakes. The reason where you hardly find them for global tournament like World Cup, you understand. Aside, after 2008, 2010, English referees for global tournament, no day top of their game again. They did make more headline in media with this kind of news. For club to come particularly on this particular guy, Portieni, you gonna say yes. They said madman were there on the street, you get owner.
Like you.
You understand?
You get owner, so that's just the difference.
Madman where you see where they on top of the street, you get owner. God just go touch and like that. Something happened. You understand? So if they investigate touchlights very well, they're gonna say yes.
Who be your owner?
The coach, Jurgen Klopp, getting own reason why in the taxi the man. Just start to abuse the guy. These guys, they make a lot of elementary mistakes, and they cause clubs in the past some kind of vital decisions and point reductions. You understand? So if the guy,
but then club don't get banned earlier this season, fined £30,000, and this one in second ban as season they end. If you say now time to begin commode these managers from touchline, they put them for stand permanently.
Okay, why the FA7? Wait now. Why FA7 no create? Wait now. Wait. Why FA7 no create measures for these managers too, for their emotions to be heard?
Football is
you understand?
Yeah.
You understand? Why you create opportunity for them to say, okay, let them express themselves too? Why the referee Because these guys, they work hard to make sure say they get 3 points for their club. And referee just comes up with one certain decisions and say, okay, now what they go to be this, now what they go to be this. And that decision is finals. So, and most of these guys, because they be human beings, you understand, they stand a chance of creating errors. They go say, look, we'll go match line. They go confront the referees. At the end of the day, now they go get punished. So, you feel say the referee too, no get the ways where you go feel assess them. Say, okay, this decision, what did it take? Is it applicable to other leagues in Europe or other top leagues in
England,
the world?
No, they compare with other leagues.
You understand? So that is the problem.
But meanwhile, the other time, Konstantin Hadzidakis, if I'm correct, if not
Yeah,
name,
Robertson.
yes, with where elbow this guy go physical, and at the end of the day, then clear him. He go even officiate for the game between Man United and Aston Villa.
You see,
I mean, now double standard, like Emmanuel talk, now high time then begin also take actions against these refs.
easy. If they hold these managers responsible, they charge them every time publicly, the public eye. More they see us to when you charge these referees to publicly.
Sure.
Because this is we don't see a lot of referees make good example. Arsenal don't make Arsenal
Rob
look 6
them,
points.
yes.
Make Brighton look 6 points. Make Liverpool also lose points with VAR to make them worse. Back in the day, we say, a woman mistake, referee, woman. So that human mistake always a day. But now you have a machine. So I'm not saying the coaches are wrong or the coaches are right, because the coaches too they fuck up. Now emotional game, they fuck up too. They mess up. Sorry, but these referees too they mess up a lot, and we don't treat
They're
them.
not being held
If you are
accountable.
giving them the same treatment you give to referees, the coaches, and we understand. Tell us now, say this coach mess up. Oh, okay, he's going to get deducted this. So you're going to send him to the champion conference. So let hold them responsible. Make the playing ground neutral for both coaches and everything goes smooth.
According to Howard Webb, he said from next season, say a lot of changes go come for refereeing.
Please.
Probably maybe then go phase out some referee, bring in some new ones,
We
or
need
maybe
new
some.
ones.
Instead of potential.
Maybe hire Attah in Kinley.
Because
I'm not
for
a
this
football
man,
referee.
he say any game, and they mentioned about 4 games where they say Liverpool don't they involved with this same ref, Portier they involved, and things go somehow for Liverpool for that game, even though they end up winning. But wahala they always do. Before we end the podcast, make we sharply just briefly talk about Messi. Messi waka enter inside Saudi Arabia. Now be their ambassador when it comes to tourism for Saudi Arabia on top £25 million. And right now, they say PSG don't suspend her for 2 weeks because he waka enter Saudi Arabia without permission from the coach or from the club. And of course, apart from that one, the relationship between these two sides, especially since after the World Cup, where Argentina beat France, you get as relationship take be. But then Messi, this now a way of forcing a move, or you feel say the bros not even send anybody.
I think the most unneeded transfer in 20th to happen is Messi to PSG. It was always doomed to fail. It was always doomed to fail. Because waiting PSG they win before, now what they win now with Lionel Messi. We're supposed
They lose one.
We're supposed to take them from 20 to like 100 because no Messi be.
Yeah.
But in the company where you get a lot of proud players, and we say for that thing when you go Saudi Arabia, same be the ambassador.
Yes,
say
for
he
tourism.
don't cancel the trip like 2 times. But this time, he saying go, he come force hand, go. Whether you Messi or anybody, you get what you go do, you go against the club, and the club have to punish you. You are not bigger than the club. The club on the good, they no go won't punish them, but they go look, say, other players, they look. Other players, they say, if I do, I'm not, they go complain. Why Messi do I no complain? And they give him 2 weeks suspension. So I think Messi right now, the best thing for him to do is to leave PSG. The relationship no make sense. The fans don't really like and they boo him every time, especially after when he win the World Cup with Argentina against France. So I think it's done. Make him just go somewhere. Not go back to Barcelona. I think there are places he can go that will make most. I would like to see Messi in England if it's possible. Let's just see 1 season in England. Make him just come, just play for England. We don't know what. So maybe go to, not Italy, go to
If
USA.
Messi, now Kylian Mbappe do this thing with Messi do you think PSG
Not
will
him.
still have taken this kind of decision?
Not-
Of course, they go take that decision.
They're not pushing buy.
Wait now. You ask me a question, I will
VP,
tell you.
Vice
A
President.
player is not bigger than the club.
She buy.
As far as you know, bigger the club. If now Kylian Mbappe do this thing, I feel say maybe Messi no take advice, the advice from your advisors or in whatever. But I feel say now waiting suppose right. Look, I be ambassador to so, and I need just
But no
few
be
days.
news. Everybody know.
it no matter. Everything get. Look, make I give you example. Laba, for instance, all of us here, now
You will not
commentators.
be commentator.
If
You can never be a commentator.
if for
can
instance
never
you
be
get
done
a
photos.
job, outside this office, the normal thing be say, me I be Laba or I dey go do FA Cup, Nigeria FA Cup for Soso Stadium. The company know say you be commentator already, and they know say this job na outside job. What did they ask you to do? Now just permission. You understand? You know, few say because they suppose know you big.
Oh, no, give
Oh,
permission.
you understand?
You are not part of us. You can go.
You go. You understand? So if whether you be Kylian Mbappe or you be the coach, you can get punished.
So if I still suffer the
You understand? You go suffer the same, so that they go use them as example of a scapegoat to other players to see. Because if they not do them, they know they lay down.
Will never get punished.
They go
And they
get, you go
tell
get,
lie.
Mbappe go get,
Lie.
Mbappe go
Lie.
get.
Only image where they use where the guy para for them.
I'll give you good
They
example.
come out am.
I remember when Mbappe or something, season day on, Mbappe and Hakimi travel go USA, go attend
basketball.
for like 2 weeks.
Go
Season day
basketball.
on, no. Season day on, no.
But
You know what
that
basketball
was
is?
when they just came back from the
They
World
don't come back for work. They give them break now.
Season
When they give them break,
Because
they give them break.
Is
You know why?
the club?
You know why they give them? Because they
Mbappe
say
is vice president of the club.
a team that gets to quarterfinals to semi-final and finals
He's the
have
vice
to, when you
president of
resume,
the
you have
club.
2 weeks ahead of other players
Mbappe,
that ended maybe
when-
round of
when-
16.
when Macron
Now
talk,
so
Macron
when
talk,
you
say
enter,
to Mbappe,
when you enter Paris,
son
when
of
they enter
France.
Paris, so that there are 2 weeks so they can travel. So their breaks till they go on.
Mbappe to PSG, just like Messi or Argentina.
Yes.
Messi in Argentina is untouchable. He can do anything he wants to do, and nobody will touch him.
Oh, but they go to
Mbappe the house. Mbappe can do anything he wants to do at PSG,
I think
and
I'll
there's
go with
nothing they
Buchi
can
on
do.
this one.
na lie you na wrong information
In
na
the
dey
house.
pass so for
I'll
PSG.
go with Buchi on this
For
one.
PSG,
If na Mbappe,
Please, I am not
they're
saying it.
gonna take this measure.
Mbappe, if
In
Mbappe
fact,
commit
Christopher
any
Gantier
for
go come apologize
just
to
call am
Mbappe.
say,
For tell me
okay,
now.
let Mbappe leave.
For tell
Let
me
him
now.
let
Don't
him
do
Mbappe
that.
let Mbappe leave. Let Kylian Mbappe leave PSG and travel now when game is on, and if he will not be punished.
My people, you have
Now
got
for
the
now, you can't
opportunity
relate to a
to
book
also
man.
shook mouth put for all where we say we don't discuss on top football Mede podcast right here. And of course, make an enjoyment to yourself. Remember, if you follow us on top all social media platforms, yes, Football Republic there. And of course, on top YouTube now, Football Republic NG. Follow us and of course, make an enjoy the podcast. Don't forget, we need to hear from you as well. Yes, subscribe and God bless you now. That's why I take B. Emmanuel Buchi. Thank you so much for coming, guys. My name remains Jovita Eke. Nadu.
Football Republic.